Hello, and thank you for coming to my birthday business Zoom launch. Um, I just wanted to start off the year like this. Uh, I'm excited to enter another year of life, and I really want to help as many people as I can this year. So, as you know, I am a nurse. I've been a nurse for 9 years. And I have had a very rewarding career working in healthcare. However, I have also seen how so many people can be helped outside of this system that already exists by focusing on their lifestyle and their day to day habits. So, I am excited to be launching my superfoods business. Um, Even though I have been enjoying these products for the last 2 years of my life, I am taking it to this level where I really will be sharing the truths about how these foods will and can and have healed so many people. I'm also studying functional nutrition because, as much as I have this wonderful nursing knowledge, I really wanted to understand better how foods really do affect the body and why certain foods are better than others. And I wanted to find a way to be able to justify this. So I'm marveled every day as I'm doing this course. I'm seeing how everything aligns with this amazing business, this company that is called Purium. And I have experienced so many wonderful health effects, mental health and physical health. I have a new energy and vitality that allows me to have my busy job, be there for my family, and study my course and thrive. So I'm really grateful for my friend Kiev, who introduced me to these products. I won't forget that day, Kia. We were driving in your car and it was super hot, and the kids were in the back. And you had this green shake, and you were like, yeah, go ahead and try it. And it was instantly so hydrating and refreshing and amazing. And thank you for getting me on this journey.
You're so welcome, Nisha. I guess it's already been almost 2 years since that day, or more than 2 years even. Give me just a second.
No problem.
Sorry, I didn't think my kid was going to play the piano right now. So hi everybody, thank you so much for coming to Nisha's launch event. My name is Kiev. I've known Nisha for well over a decade now, and I was so happy to introduce these superfoods to her because they completely changed my life. And as a mother, I knew that she needed this. I know that every parent needs this so much because it's a life changer. It saves you time, it nourishes your body. When I first started taking these products, I was exhausted. And people kept telling me it was because I had a young child. At the time, my son was 2.5. And I had 2 businesses going on, and everyone told me like, oh, like it's normal to be that exhausted. And I knew that that wasn't the case. We normalize exhaustion so much in our society today, and especially as moms, like people just associate motherhood, parenthood with exhaustion right away. And my darling friend Allison introduced these superfoods to me. And at first, I didn't think anything of it. I just wanted to support her in her new endeavors, in her new business, right? But what I didn't know is that it was absolutely going to change my life around, and that it was going to nourish my body on a cellular level, and that I was going to feel so energized by it that I would just stop drinking coffee naturally. I would just stop craving junk food. And I've been for the past 3 years just feeling so good, refreshed, and energized, which as a mother, I find is so important because we have kids and it's hard to have kids, like it's because you're not always doing the things you want to do. Sometimes you have to deal with situations that you don't really feel like doing. So you need that patience. And to be patient, you need that energy to thrive. So it made it so much easier getting all the nutrition that I needed. You know, we've got 3 different diets going on in the house. I was like, oh my God, I have to cook for this kid and that kid and then myself, and when nobody's eating the same thing. And just like being able to fuel myself with these foods, I didn't have to worry anymore. And it takes literally less than a minute out of my day. Less than a minute. Most people are trying to nourish themselves and they're cooking for 3 hours in the kitchen, an hour, 2 hours, and this literally takes me less than a minute in my day. And so I was like, I need to share this with the entire world. And most specifically for me, because that's where I resonate the most with other parents. And that's why I shared that with you, Nisha. And I am so, so happy that I did, because I know that it helps so many people. So I am so grateful for you, Allison, because that was my initial story, but it has snowballed. There's a snowball effect with these superfoods, that better things keep coming along. And here we are 3 years later, just thriving, right? So without further ado, I would like to introduce my friend Allison, who introduced this to me, and her husband, Jared. They're parents of 2 little girls. They're traveling the world and, taking care of their gut health, of their health, and just changing the lives of so many. And it was thanks to the products that we will introduce to you shortly. So Allison, if you want to introduce yourself and tell us your story of how this came about.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Kiev and Nisha. I love seeing the bridge between, nurses and doctors that come to natural healing and, like Mother Earth, like the medicine of the earth, and it's just, we need more of that. So thank you for sharing your voice and living this lifestyle. And, I know that you're going to help so many people. So yeah, this was shared to me also by someone in sort of a medical profession. She was a geneticist. And at the time I was really, I had normalized so much of my suffering. So I was really suffering with mental health issues, depression, anxiety, insomnia, like so many mental health issues. And I was just put on medication after medication. I trusted the doctors, and, I come from a family with doctors, and I just wanted to heal. Like I wanted to just feel okay. I wanted to function. I wanted to be the best mother I can be. But this wasn't the way, because this was just masking. It was a crutch. It was something outside of myself that I was dependent on so that I can function. But I know at the root, I started looking for answers because I wanted to get off of my medications, because I knew this wasn't the life. Even though they said it's totally safe to be on this for life, you're going to, this is life now. There was no way out, but I knew that there was. And I was, I went down the plant-based journey. I started to change my diet, which I noticed a difference, but I still suffered. I still had eczema as well. And things got better, but they were plateauing at a certain point because I was missing a missing piece. There was a big missing piece, which I didn't know about, which is gut health. And to be more specific, which is the big missing piece, was knowing about glyphosate. I didn't know. I thought I was eating healthy, but I wasn't paying attention to organic. It was just something I just didn't think to, spend extra money to buy the organic produce, or I didn't think about, I didn't know about glyphosate. And the foods that we're so commonly feeding our children that we grew up on are the most sprayed, like, the cereals. And I didn't know about all of this stuff. And so Taz, I was so grateful. She actually came into my life kind of like a confrontation. And she was like, okay, because I was like, I eat healthy, I don't need gut health. Like she was talking to me about gut health, but I was like, I'm already eating healthy. And she came over to my house and she was like, this is the problem. I had oats, non-organic. I had all these breakfast cereals. I had all of these, non-organic oat milk and all of these things. And she's like, this is the this is the highest amount of glyphosate. And I wouldn't have known about it had she not confronted me. So anyway, I did this glyphosate detox, which is the ultimate lifestyle transformation. And it changed my life. like to a point that I've never experienced the transformation so drastic. You know, it was like from going to like, I couldn't sleep at night. I was so dependent on sleeping pills. I would fall asleep without even, you know, realizing I didn't take my Ativan, or getting, you know, realizing like I forgot my antidepressants when I would go away for the weekend, and all these things that I wasn't able to, I was just suddenly like, oh, I was feeling so good. And my eczema started to go away. And then Jared watched my transformation. He's, you know, there, and he witnessed it, and he started to drink the green juice and take the Biomedic as well. And then I witnessed his whole transformation. So you wanted to share?
Yeah, for sure. I think like witnessing Allison's upgrade was profound, and I couldn't believe it. And then leaning into it myself, I was actually skeptical to start. I thought, you know, I associated with just like vitamins and shakes and all these kind of stereotypes around it. And but once I started doing it regularly, routinely, I lost 30 pounds very quickly. My asthma and my allergies disappeared. So even though Allison was on these like debilitating medications, I had normalized taking Ventolin inhalers every day, and taking Advil for headaches and inflammation, lactate, all these weird things that, you know, I didn't need. So now that we got to the root cause and found a solution like that, it's just what we're doing is just a testament to what happens when you flood your cells with high quality nourishment, when you get enough fruits and vegetables and beyond every single day consistently. And it's just really easy to follow. It's not a diet. You're basically adding 4 things to
and it's not about what we're eating, it's about what we're absorbing. So we don't realize that even if we were eating all the fruits and veggies, and, or, you know, we don't realize, first of all, that they're depleted of nutrition, that because of the sprays and because of the soil, and all of these reasons why right now the fruit and veggies don't have what they had 100 years ago. And our bodies are so overfed and undernourished. We don't realize. So yeah, it's absolutely, gut health is the root of everything what we've seen. And we've been sharing this you know, in pure purpose. Like, it's like when you find something that helps you, you can't not share that. It would be evil to not share that with other people, because we see everyone around us normalizing, like Kiev was talking about, exhaustion and, you know, all of these things that we just normalize. And just because it's common doesn't mean it's normal. And so we found a way that we can prevent and reverse things that people have been told this is a life sentence. And it's so liberating to just one at a time, you know, to empower ourselves that we can take a lot more of our health into our into our hands, and heal a lot more than anyone ever told us.
Yeah. And the foundational superfoods, it's really easy to follow. That's just why I got on board, because if it was complicated and I had to restrict myself in any way, I probably wouldn't have done it. So we'll take a look at what the lifestyle looks like and your new daily routine. So if Kev are you okay to screen share? All right.
Yeah, coming right up.
Yeah.
Share.
There it is.
You go.
Thank you.
So here are the products. So what we're talking about here, we're talking about the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation, which is a package that includes 5 products, and they all work symbiotically. They all work together. And so we're going to have Nisha start off and tell us a little bit what the super aminos are, which is one of my favorite products.
I just wanted to say thank you so much for sharing your stories. I feel so inspired and motivated listening to you talk about your healing from these foods. It's amazing. And I've learned so much about the quality of foods since I've discovered Purium. So thank you so much. And so, yeah, the super aminos is like the best protein supplement on the market, because actually, you're going to absorb 99% of this protein, and there will not be any impact on your liver or your kidneys. So there's nothing for these vital organs to work through in order for you to absorb these amino acids, which are the essential ones. So you have to consume it from food sources. Your body can't make it yourself. So this is like a great protein supplement. It's super efficient, and actually dietary protein sources, you'll absorb about 30% of those amino acids, and these supplements at best maybe 20 or 15%. So what an efficient way to get that protein in if you're going to absorb basically 99.9% of it.
Thank you so much, Nisha. I also want to add that the super aminos are really, really great to have like before a workout. They're pre-digested into your bloodstream within 23 minutes. They're also made with non-soy, like fermented non-soy legumes, which is just absolutely amazing. And like we call this like Botox in a bottle. Like this, along with another product that's here, we call it Botox in a bottle because it just like creates elasticity in our skin. It's just amazing. I love it. It helps you create lean muscle. It's so good for pre-workout. So, I mean, everybody loves this one. It's a dead giveaway. So,
and it is tryptophan, which is a precursor to serotonin. So not only are these amino acids good for building muscle mass, they're also critical for vital body functions, including producing important brain chemicals, which affect our mood and so many other functions in our body.
oh, I love hearing Nisha talk about this. It's so great to have a nurse on board who like gets this aspect of these products. Thank you so much. The next product that we have is the Power Shake. The Power Shake is definitely, a favorite. It's a staple product within the company. It's a green juice that actually tastes good. All right. I doubt anyone's ever heard of this, a green juice that actually tastes good. This one is excellent. Kids love it. We've got 14 organic ingredients in here. And when you drink it, basically it comes in a powder form. They're dehydrated plants, and you just add your water to it to activate the enzymes of the plants. And and when you consume the Power Shake, it's the equivalent of having 12 microgreens salads. All right, so this is a great way to nourish yourself very, very quickly. It takes less than a minute to make it. It gives you energy, it nourishes you, it's got everything you need, all your carbs, your fats, your protein, like everything you need. Your vitamins are in here. And it's just amazing. This is what helps me reduce my cravings, stop drinking coffee, stop eating chips like a crazy person. And so the Power Shake is absolutely amazing. Then we have, yeah, it definitely replaced my coffee. I used to drink 8 to 10 coffees a day, and now it's just like I go straight to my green juice instead, to my Power Shake. Oh, and this is our compostable packaging, all right, which is awesome. We're so proud to be at the company that is going, completely plastic free, and have all these compostable packaging, including the Biomedic. Nisha, can you tell us a little bit about the Biomedic, please?
So, wow, I did not know about glyphosate, strangely enough, and all of the health effects this harmful chemical can have on our bodies. And unfortunately, it's seeping into all of our food sources and our water. And Purium has the one product in the world that is certified by the World Detox Project that is clinically proven to reduce glyphosate levels by 75% in the body in 6 weeks. There's no other supplement in the market that does this. And it also has pro and prebiotics. So this is actually really important for us to be having, because if we're consuming glyphosate, which, by the way, like it can even be in organic foods, which was a bit of a shocker for me when I first learned that even some organic foods can have this. So what this glyphosate actually does is it will affect the very delicate structure of our gut lining and make that less cohesive or it's going to be letting a bunch of toxins in from our food directly into our bloodstream, which will launch an inflammatory response, which can launch an immune response, which can lead to chronic inflammatory or autoimmune conditions. So by having this amazing supplement that actually just helps pull this out of the body, I mean, everybody should be taking this. And what I witnessed for myself was that it really helped my mental health and my immune system. For sure, I felt a huge improvement in both of these aspects of my life.
It's so cool. It's such a cool product, and we're so happy that we're the ones to carry it and share it with the world. The fourth product that we have is the Apothecary, which is definitely my favorite. It's made with 100% organic tart cherry extract. So we only have tart cherries in here. It's amazing for sleep. For all the insomniacs out there, the Apothecary helps you create natural melatonin. So instead of feeding your kids or feeding yourself with synthetically made melatonin, I highly suggest you try for a natural way by taking the Apothecary over here. It's very easy. You take 2 tablespoons, mix it with some water and drink it. I like to, mix it with some bubbly water, sparkling water, and make myself a little, bougie drink. It's amazing for your skin. It's really great to regenerate your joints. So it's great, after a workout at night. It's anti-inflammatory. So it's absolutely amazing, great, and it tastes good. I just love this product so much. And it's my nightcap with my son, in the evening. It's our little tradition to have the Apothecary. So absolutely amazing. And last but not least, we have the Super Cleanser. If Allison and Jerry, would you like to take this one over?
I would love to, because I am on day 10 right now of this. And so I did the ULT this month of August. And at the end of the ULT, some people take it in the middle, but I take it at the end. I love when I've, warmed my body up to be able to go deeper. And every time I do it, I have an up level in my health, because even though, at this point now, I've done a few of them. I've done maybe 6 or 7 rounds of this. I don't know. We still may have parasites, but even if it's cleaning your colon, it's a great opportunity. In every ancient civilization, they did breaks from eating, heavy foods. They did deep colon cleanses. And so this helps our absorption. It helps to reset our whole system. It's not deprivation. I'm still eating every 2 hours, in fact, but I feel amazing. So ever since, every single time I do it, my first 10 days, I remember my last 10 days, it's a little bit difficult at the beginning. It's an adjustment. So I'm not going to lie, you ease into it. I wasn't hard on myself because, following the guidelines, it's a lot, it's a different way of life than we're used to, stuffing our face with, heavy foods and stuff like that. But there's something that switches like day 3 or 4 for most people, that they actually, it's like they feel amazing. Their energy is actually higher than ever. They feel like they can do anything. It's kind of this euphoric feeling when you're, cleaning your inside and you're really allowing your body to do the deeper repair that our bodies can do when we give it a break. And so all of this whole system, what I love is that it is giving your body an optimal environment for it to heal itself. That's the basis of, this should be the basis of all medicine, that we want to give the body an optimal environment to heal itself. And that's really what this 30 days does. And yeah, I'm just reporting that on day 10 right now. I'm feeling amazing. I want to continue this whenever I'm doing it. I'm like, I can just live like this forever. But, it's okay to go back to, some things after this. But, I just love that we can always go back to it when we need to. It's a tool in our toolbox. So yeah, it has amazing mental health benefits, because when you're removing parasites and cleaning, it's our gut is our brain. So yeah.
That's so amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom. And I'm so glad to hear that you're feeling this great after your 10 days. Wow, that's wonderful. I really am so thankful that this company came into my life. I have so much to share with the world. I cannot be silent. I want to raise awareness and promote health beyond my ways that I already do so as a nurse. So, thank you for tuning in and listening to my launch. And I'm so excited to hear from you.
Oh, that's beautiful. Do you want to, is the recording, do you want to end the recording?